Okay, we're live. How's it going, everybody? Camera's at kind of a weird angle here, but I was just trying to get the chair in front of it to sit. So we do have a lot of the ceiling in this shot. That's all right. We don't need to be looking at the ceiling. We're going to be looking at me. All right. We're just waiting to do the early bird shout out, all right? Which we always do when we start. So whoever's watching, you got TMNT39. How's it going? Sonic DBZ fan. We got Alex the Oriental Dragon. My Jazzy Max in the house. All right. Drew Wallboy. Gabriel Hume. You got Pika 23. How's it going? Nikolai Larson. All right. Thanks to all of you for tuning in. Michael Mixon is here. How's it going? Caloric Leader 9's here. All right. Jackson 45s is here. TJ Nichols. We got a lot of the regular crew here today. All right. Listen up. We're going to try something new today. I didn't get a lot of time to prepare for this. In the future, I'd like to have a little more time to prepare, be a little better. All right. But I'm going to take you through a month of my life, my past life. All right. So we're going to start out today. We're going to do August 1985. All right. So we're going back 33 years. 33 years to August 1985. This is my journal from 1985. I know it says 1974 on it. But that's because it was an old journal my mom had, and she gave it to me to use. So 8-Byte Brian, how's it going? So we're going to open this up to August 1985. Hey, Chris Swine, how's it going? August 1985, and I'm going to tell you what was going on in my life back in August 85. That was the year I got my first guitar. That was in October, maybe October 85 at some point. All right, August 1st, 1985. What was I doing then? Well, I'll tell you. One thing is, that was the day that I stopped keeping track of every music video that I'd ever seen. I had a long list that I'd written out of every single music video that I had seen. And it was, there had to be thousands of music videos on there by that point, because I'd been watching music videos for a few years by then. And I would make a list of every single one I saw. I stopped keeping track that day. I wish I still had that list, though. I'd like to look back and see what was on it, but I don't have it anymore. Another thing that day, I stopped doing a lot of things that day. Another thing I stopped doing was something that I had called Video Jukebox, which I still have on the videotape where I made it. And this is the list. Video Jukebox right here. And what Video Jukebox was I had taken instrumental songs. One was the song, the Pink Floyd song. What's the first song on Dark Side of the Moon? I can't think of the name of it. It's Time, right? I guess. And I had taken that, an instrumental, and other instrumental songs. Hey, Legendary Mark Kid, how's it going? I had taken instrumental songs, and I would just put a little tiny piece, a couple seconds of a music video, and then another music video, and I would just put music video after music video on the tape. And this is a whole list here, several pages long, of all the music videos that I'd use. I used Time by Pink Floyd, YYZ by Rush, and some other instrumentals as well. And then I would just put the videos over the music. So I stopped doing that day, though. It was going pretty good, but I guess I just got tired of doing it. I still have it on videotape. Maybe I can upload it to one of my other channels if there's no copyright issues on the music itself, which would get it blocked, so you wouldn't be able to watch it. We'll look into that one of these days and see. So let's see what else. Some days, there's not a lot written in here about what I did on specific days. But I made a lot of homemade music videos, and every time I made one of those, I wrote down what it was. Toaster Boy, how's it going? We had made a lot of music videos. August 3rd, 1985. I'll tell you what happened that day. That was the day that we got this. Pitfall, Atari 2600, August 3rd, 1985. I played it a lot. I think the next day I got a high score on it that I wrote down. And I don't know if it's still my high score or not, but this is my scorebook for all of the games that I've played in my life. And it's actually some sort of iPad holder. I put a tablet in and wrote down all my scores on video games, all right? So we'll see what my high score was on Pitfall. I don't know whether it was the one I got that day or not. Here it is. It's 1,858 is my high score on Pitfall. And maybe I achieved that on August 3rd, 1985. I'm not 100% sure. But it does say here, I think it's on August 5th, it says I got a new high score on Pitfall on August 1985. In the day that I got that score. I don't know for sure. All right, let's move on. Let's see what else I did in 1985. It says here on August 6th, 1985, I worked on a dungeon. Put an actual tablet in there. I don't have a tablet to put in there. It says, what dungeon was that? I don't know. These are all the D&D dungeons that I made, my own personal dungeons that I made myself. All right, and I don't know which one of these I made that day. It would be hard to say because there's a lot of dungeons in here. It could have been this one, the Tomb of Nardes. All right, or maybe it was this one, the Caves of Leotuk. And you see they were all drawn in here on graph paper. That's how we drew our dungeons back then. Oh, put a tablet of paper in there. That makes sense. Okay. You're right. And that's what I did. I did put a tablet in there. It's a tablet holder. So I did make a dungeon that day. Not sure which dungeon it was. There might be a way for me to figure out how to find out exactly which dungeon I made that day. It would take some time. What I'd like to do is, it would take a lot of research and going through every day of my life, everything on, to build a timeline, like a virtual timeline on a website. And I could figure out exactly what I did every day, which things I did. I could probably figure most of it out very concisely and clearly, but it would take some time. All right, let's see what else I did around then. We were making a lot of homemade music videos. I'm not going to talk about those so much because I don't have anything to show you related to them. But I talk a lot about Madonna in here. I was kind of obsessed with Madonna at the time. Let's see. August 9th, it says, Dad bought TV guide with sexy Madonna on the cover. All right. And I usually refer to Madonna as sexy Madonna, not just Madonna, whenever I mention her in here. Let's see what else we did. Here's Sunday, August 11th. It says, Dad is biting heads off. And that meant my dad was really angry. But my dad only got angry if we made him angry. We did something to get him angry, obviously, if he was that mad. We must have really been driving him nuts that day. Okay, let's see what else we got. Says I got a haircut on Monday, August 12th. So we do know that. Tuesday, August 13th, 1985. Toy Toast 128, how's it going? It says that Dare to Be Stupid was number 34. So Weird Al's album, Dare to Be Stupid, it climbed to number 34 on the charts by Tuesday, August 13th, 1985. I was obviously excited about that because I wrote it in here. I had bought the album, so I felt like I was helping him to excel. I was helping him to make it. And now he's got a star on the Walk of Fame in Hollywood, thanks to people like me buying his album back then. Right? Okay. Here we go. Thursday, August 15th. We made a homemade music video for Back in Black by AC/DC using the melted camera. And if you've seen my video about the camera that we filmed all our videos on back in 1985, 84, and 85, part of 86, and you may have seen before in some videos, the whole side is melted right there. See? And I melted that with a flood lamp. I was making a video on my flood lamp. I didn't realize how hot it was. It melted the side of the camera. So I talk about that in my journal now and then because I regretted it so much on that I generally kept saying it. So we made a video. I said, oh, we made a video with the melted camera. So it's such an upsetting thing to have done. All right. August 1985. If you're just joining us, we're looking back. My life. August 1985. Another thing that happened on August 15th, 1985 was I got this letter in the mail. Oh, don't lose your address. That's not good. All right. This was a letter that we got in the mail from Odyssey. All right. And Odyssey was a video channel that I used to watch. And they would show videos on different UHF stations all around the country. And I wrote them a letter asking them if they could get videos that I wanted to see. And they sent me back this nice form letter. All right. There it is. And it just says, you know, if we'd like to get the videos, I should write to all these record companies and tell them that I wanted them to show the videos. Needless to say, I didn't do that. You imagine the postage that would cost to mail all those letters? Hi, Joshua Ellerby. How's it going? So, that was, I was excited to get that letter, nonetheless. It was like, oh, wow, they paid attention to me. Did I watch Night Flight? I definitely watch Night Flight all the time, and I still do on Roku. You can now watch the original Night Flight episodes on Roku, and I still watch them frequently. Somebody wants to know if I'm friends with Yo Luchten. Is that how you say his name? I am friends with Yo Luchten. I've seen his Squirrel Monkey channel. You know what that is. Check out Squirrel Monkey on YouTube. That's a great channel. Let's see, what's next here? August 13th, we did that. 15th. Okay, August 16th, Friday, August 16th, 1985. It says, hi, dear Hunter. It says, Sexy Madonna may have gotten married today. And she did. She married Sean Penn on that day, as a matter of fact. Let's see what else. We're moving up to August 19th. August 19th, it says, Mom got me Rockline magazine. Still have that Rockline magazine my mom got me. Here it is. And it's dated up here December 1984, which means that my mom probably found this at a rummage sale or at a flea market or something and bought it for me, because it wouldn't have been in the store anymore by that point. That's way before the month of August 85. So that was pretty cool. But if you open it up here, there's an article here about Weird Al Yankovic visits Cleveland. Weird Al Yankovic. All right, that's an error. All right, that's not his name. It should be Weird Al Yankovic. That's the kind of journalism integrity they had at Rockline back in 1985. Anna Gruber's asking if I play all the games I have. No, I don't. I rarely play games. I'm either working or making YouTube or performing a concert or whatever. There's not much time for playing games. One of these days, when I don't have to work as hard, I'll start playing games. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. Tuesday, August 20th. 1985, it says that we filled up the second Kodak tape. I live in Pennsylvania. Somebody just asked what state I live in. Filled up the second Kodak tape. That was this tape here. Some of you know the second Kodak tape. And we have the list here of what's on the tape, but the tape is missing. It's still missing. So that day was probably the day that I wrote down here the last video that we made on the list of what was on that tape. This is the original piece of paper list that I wrote back then of what was on the tape. Hopefully one of these days the tape will show up, we'll find it, and then we'll be able to watch all of those again. All right. You were negative 15 in 1985. I was 15. So it's a 15-year difference between us. All the text is backwards? Is it really? It shouldn't be. My understanding is that it's usually forward. So if the text is backwards, it's kind of a bummer. Oh well, what are we going to do? Okay, August 20th, 1985, I got my school papers. So what I meant by that, I got my schedule in the mail for school. And there it is. This was my schedule for school year of 1985 to 1986. Those are the classes I had and the names of all the teachers. Do a Fortnite stream. I don't know how computer's too old to play Fortnite. My computer's from 2011. It can't even handle the internet practically at this point. I hope I find that tape too, TJ. I really do. I hope it shows up. Thanks, Anna. So this is what I had. I had gym class first period. All right. And that was awful. You got all sweaty, and then you had to go through the rest of the day. It's terrible, right? Then I had 2 study halls in a row after that. That was great. There was a point where I had 3 study halls at one point in one part of the year. So I had health, I had English, history 2, creative writing half of the year. That was a good class. I like that one. Typing, environmental biology, and geometry. Those were all my classes in 1985. All right. I wasn't too excited about going back to school. I can tell you that. Okay, the next thing here is the 21st of August, 1985. Smith's asking if I ever watched Benny Hill in the 80s. I loved Benny Hill. My parents wouldn't let me watch Benny Hill. I remember back in the late 70s. Kids in school would talk about it. My parents wouldn't let me watch it. And at some point in the 80s, I remember watching it. Maybe around 84 or something. I remember watching it. Benny Hill was very influential on me, I think. The humor on that show. Do I ever miss high school? I don't really miss high school because for most of high school, actually, maybe the last 6 months of high school, maybe a little more than that. Maybe the first 9 months of high school, I started to have friends. People started to want to hang out with me and stuff. The rest of the high school, I got bullied a lot, and I didn't have a good time doing the work or anything. I didn't really want to be there. It was hard to want to do that. So I didn't really enjoy high school. Not much. Niffer is sleeping, I think. She didn't get a lot of sleep last night. She's taking a nap. What day were we on? August 21st, was the day I got this Anakin Skywalker figure. That's pretty cool. And I don't know what to say about it. I think I got it for free by sending in some proof of purchases from other figures that I had bought. I think you had to save up so many, and then you could get this for free. So that's what I got it. Barney the Dinosaur wants to know if I ever watched Barney and Friends. I used to watch it with my son all the time, actually. Probably around 1997, 98, when he was very little. Used to watch that. Up All Night or Gilbert. I don't know. I'm not a huge Gilbert Gottfried fan, I have to say. Probably Ron. I'll go with Rhonda. Up all night. That's how she used to say it, right? Okay, Anakin Skywalker. We went over that. August 22nd, 1985. That was my cousin Brian, R.I.P., had got this Dungeons and Dragons Masters set. That's in that series, basic, and then expert, companion, and then masters. And so for a while, I think we used his master rules to play Dungeons and Dragons. And then I never had this, though, until just recently. One of my subscribers sent me this. So, but we played a lot of Dungeons and Dragons that summer. We had a few lead figurines, but not much of that kind of stuff. Mostly we just had all the books so we could play. We played a lot of Dungeons and Dragons that summer, and I watched a lot of music videos. That's what I remember doing the most, and making my own music videos. All right. Let's see. August 23rd, 1985. At Chuck E. Cheese, I played Dig Dug and Donkey Kong Jr. twice. And I got my name in the game twice. And I put CCR as my initials because that's what they were playing. You know, when you put your name in, when you get the high score, I put CCR, Creedence Clearwater Revival, because they were playing that in Chuck E. Cheese at the time. Toy Toast 128 has a teacher named Mrs. Petrosky in your school. That's no relation to me, but that's still not a name you see very often. Definitely not a name you see very often. Joe Blevins, you've got me on that. I don't know what that means. I'm confused. Have I played Gen 4 D&D? I stopped playing D&D probably around 1986 at some point in 86, maybe 87. I haven't played it since. I like reading the books, but I haven't played it. Dig Dug was at Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese had a lot of video games. When Chuck E. Cheese started, mostly video games, believe it or not. That's what I remember. I don't know why the image is reversed on everything. Did I hit the thing? Did it turn? See, if I press this again, it's going to turn and show you this, probably. Here, we'll try it. But I think, yeah, see, now you're just seeing my VCR that I used to record all of my YouTube videos with. So that's not what we want to see. All right, I don't know why we're back. I have no idea. That's upsetting, though. It shouldn't be. Who inspired Eric? Oh, we did a video about that, and the answer is Johnny Ramone. Johnny Ramone. Okay, August 25th, 1985, I went down to Oasis Records, which is a record store we had where I grew up, and I rented a tape. Where is that tape that I rented? Oh, here it is. This isn't the actual copy that I rented, but this was the tape I rented. Pat Benatar Hit Videos. And this is a copy I bought recently, more recently. I probably bought this about 10 years ago. I'm gonna say probably about 10 years ago I bought this copy. But I rented this on August 25th, 1985. First time I ever saw it. It has some of her hit videos. Get Nervous, Lipstick Lies, Shadows of the Night, and Love is a Battlefield. It was really popular around that time. That had not come out very long ago. And but Shadows of the Night was my favorite. Great song. Thanks, Jarvie. Thanks for watching. What do I remember from Chuck E. Cheese back in the 80s? I remember the band that they don't have anymore. That was kind of fun to watch back. I remember playing a lot of video games and skee ball, and I remember getting a lot of tickets, which you couldn't really get much with, of course, but prizes might have been a little better than they are now. It's possible that they were. David Smith wants to know if I ever saw the Kenny Everett show in the early 80s. I don't think I remember really watching it much. We got our VCR at the end of 82, and it was on kind of late at night. I didn't stay up that late. I definitely remember seeing it listed in the TV guide, but I don't think I really watched it. How's it going, Aaron Jones? Have I seen The Stepfather? Yeah, I've seen Stepfather 1, 2, and 3, the originals. I haven't seen that remake, though. All right, let's see what else happened. Here's August 25th was the day before I started 10th grade, and it says, I don't want to go to school tomorrow. I'm not surprised. It says, hey, Rocky Johnson, how's it going, man? Thanks for joining us. All right, so I got into school August 26th. Had to take team handball, it says. I did not want to take team handball, I'm sure. I was terrible at sports. I usually would get hurt most of the time. Kids would be a little rough on me because they knew I was so skinny and tiny, and they kind of try to get me into situations where I'd get hurt. So I didn't really enjoy that. Also, it says here that I especially hated Mr. Baxter and geometry. Mr. Baxter was my geometry teacher, and I remember that he always had a Mr. Donut, a styrofoam Mr. Donut cup full of coffee. Some kid said to me, I'd like to go take my pencil up and poke it into his styrofoam cup, his Mr. Donut styrofoam cup, make a hole in it so the coffee would leak out. Didn't really like him a lot. One of the things about Mr. Baxter was he would give you detention if you were late to his class once. Most teachers, it was 3 times. If you were late 3 times, you get a detention. You would be late 1 time to his class, you'd get detention. And it was sometimes hard because our school was all different buildings. It was like a campus, and you had to like get from building 4. Sometimes you have to go to building 1 to get your locker, and then back to building 3 to go to class. So it was kind of tough. You know, you could easily be late. So I remember Mr. Baxter would have donuts often in class because he went to Mr. Donut to get his coffee. And he used to have me erase the blackboard because I was usually the first kid in class every day. I didn't have people to go hang out with or anything to do, so I'd just go straight to class and sit in my chair. And since I was the first one there, he'd say, "Hey, can you erase the blackboard?" And I'd go up and erase the blackboard. And sometimes, every once in a while, he'd offer me a donut. Once or twice he did. And I picked the powdered sugar one for some reason. And I didn't have a napkin or anything, and it was all over me, all over my pants, everywhere. That's a memory I have of geometry class. Second semester in gym class, I got tennis, and I probably came close to failing. Somebody's asking, Tyler Grabeau is asking if there's a video of me smashing my 12-string guitar. I did smash a 12-string guitar at a show, but there's no video of it. That was probably back in about 2014, 2013, something like that. There is a video of me smashing a guitar on YouTube, but not the 12-string. Dallas P. Cool, how's it going? What's your favorite TGIF show? It means. Do you get bullied in school? I got bullied in school really bad. We'll talk about that soon. I'm going to make a video about it. Hey, James, in real life, how's it going? Tennis was huge in the 80s, wasn't it? That was like so important. It was important to be good at tennis. August 28th, 1985 was the day my dad took the video camera in for repairs. All right, here it is. After it came out of repairs, you'll notice we didn't get this part repaired where I melted the side. That wasn't the part that we got repaired. It still melted. The part that we got repaired was actually this button right here. This is the record button, and it would pause or start again when you pressed it. This wire got broken, and so when you pressed this, nothing would happen. It wouldn't start, it wouldn't stop. So we took it in for repairs, and so that we'd be able to use that again to pause it. Because pausing it was great. Edit in camera. You could stop and then start the video again. You can make a movie. You could do some editing primitively. But the camera was gone for about 3 weeks, I think, starting on that date, August 28th, 1985. And it was tough for me. I had to be really patient 3 weeks and go to school every day, waiting to get that camera back. That was tough. Thursday, August 29th, 1985, I wrote here, I hate school, TGTIF, which apparently stood for Thank God Tomorrow is Friday. We were already thanking God that the next day was Friday. So Peachy Networks, how's it going? I'm doing good. How about you? I need to make a video about the residents. I keep hearing that, and I definitely want to do that. I got a lot of residence stuff I want to show everybody. I don't have a lot of free time coming up. I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling at different film festivals and live appearances, performing. So I'm not going to be able to film a lot of videos coming up in the next few weeks. But I'm working on the new thrift haul video right now, so we'll get that up in September. and we'll see what kind of time I have after that. I'll try to get some videos made, especially that residence video. Okay, Friday, August 30th, 1985. It says, still hate school, although it's getting easier. No homework. It was always great when you didn't have homework for the weekend, because normally we'd get homework every weekend. And to not have homework for a weekend was like, wow, it was like a mini vacation. Pretty much the last thing for August of 1985, on August 30th, it says that I got a rock video magazine. And that would be this. One that I got that day, because I gave that one away to a friend of mine. But this is another issue of Rock, which was one of my favorite magazines, because it was just about music videos, which I really liked. In the middle, you always got a poster. Here's a Judas Priest poster, and this one, that's part of it. And then it would show you clips from all the band's videos on the back. On the back of this one, it's all Go-Go's videos. There'd be like little pictures from all their music videos. And there were always a lot of good articles in here. A lot of music videos I had never heard of were in here, so it was like kind of cool because I didn't have MTV. And they did articles on people like Wendy O. Williams. I mean, you didn't really see articles in magazines about Wendy O. Williams that often. It was a pretty cool magazine. So I really liked getting that. I was taping a lot of videos, though, off of different channels that summer, because we didn't have MTV, but I taped them off anywhere else. Friday night videos, the tape I put them on. Videos 3, because it was my third tape full of music videos that I made in the 80s. And I spent most of 1985 filling up this tape with music videos. So that's pretty much what I did in August of 1985. Besides making a lot of home movies that I don't have because we lost the tape. But we may still find it. Pop Culture Vegan, how's it going? Oh, they were interviewing Wendy O. Williams on the night. Yeah, I saw that. It was really good. And more often. We'll pick a month from the 80s. And I'll get out my journal and we'll go through and see what I did. We'll see what I did during that month. I think that'll be interesting, but I'll prepare better next time. I'll have more stuff to show you. I only had about a half hour to prepare for this right before I went live. It was not easy. All right, so I can stay on here just a little bit longer. So I don't know. I'll try to. I couldn't really answer a lot of questions while I was doing that, but I'll try to pay attention to the feed for a minute here. Ty D, how's it going? The first video you ever saw was "We're Not Gonna Take It" by Twisted Sister. That's amazing. To be the first video you ever saw. I still remember the Friday night videos, and that was just amazing. I was like, wow, this is a good music video. Donsuela Garcia, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun doing it. I'd like to do more like this, live streams like this, so I will plan to do so. Hey, Joey M, how's it going? Bruce Gates wants to know if I have any new music coming to YouTube soon. I'm working on my new album. It's kind of slow going, but I'm hoping to get a new music video up here real soon. Something that's probably going to be really popular. It's catchy. I think you guys are going to like it. So hopefully I'll have it on here in the next month or so. I want to try to make more music videos and maybe make less videos of me just talking about stuff, because I feel like I got a lot of new songs that would be good to make videos for. Somebody just mentioned Lies by the Thompson Twins, but I lost that. Can I touch this and get that back? No, I can't. How you get the chat back on the screen? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that was the first one you ever saw, Lies. That's a good video. I love that, how they're laying in the bed with the feet moving and everything in the back. That's a great video. I just got a copy of Thompson Twins Sidekicks on cassette this month at the thrift store. You'll see that in the thrift video coming up real soon. That's a good album. So why is like the chat thing not always on the screen for me? I don't know. It should be over here on the side, but it's not there. Oh, do you press this? Does that make it come up? No, that doesn't do anything. YouTube, fix this thing. I did do a video about that already. If you search that on YouTube, Weird Al concert, it'll come right up. That's the first show I went to, 1985. It was actually September 1985. So if I do a video about that month, we'll talk about that some more. Simeon Forester, how's it going, man? Thanks for checking in. Shout by Tears for Fears, that was real big. It was a real big song. Have I heard of the movie Summer before they came out? I saw somebody talk about it on Instagram, I think it was, earlier today. It looks interesting. It looks interesting. I probably would have some nostalgia watching that. Eric Lynn Scott, how's it going? MMad69. Thanks for tuning in. So I am going to be in Philadelphia next week at the Philadelphia Underground Film Festival, and in Butte, Montana the following week at the film festival there, the Covalite Film Festival, with the new movie Will Work for Views. If you're around those areas, be sure to come and see me. And the movie should be streaming later this year, and it is supposed to be coming out on DVD, I heard. So there will be chances to get a hold of it, for sure. Somebody's asking what's my favorite James Bond movie. It was Isaac's Haunted Beard. I'm trying to remember. I think maybe Diamonds Are Forever is my favorite. I haven't seen every James Bond movie. I will say that. I haven't seen every one. I've seen most of the Sean Connerys, a couple of the Roger Moores, and one Timothy Dalton. That's it. So I have a lot of catching up to do still. But Stray Cats, sure. Sexy and 17. What else? Rock This Town, rocking it inside out. Did I have any Choose Your Own Adventure books? We used to get those out of the library, out of the public library. Those were really popular. Check out the library. I always loved those. Those were like interactive books, right? You know, that wasn't something we had before that. Books you could interact with. Wow, that was so cool. Do I like George Carlin? Was that the question? Let's see. Early 80s, I started listening to the album AM and FM by George Carlin that we somehow got a hold of, I think at a rummage sale or something. And that album was very influential on me. I still quote that album all the time, all the jokes on that album. That one, A Wild and Crazy Guy by another one. Used to listen to those albums all the time, over and over and over again. Somebody wants to know if there's pressure for me to win again for best hair for the third year in a row next summer. I think there's a lot of pressure. I mean, you can win twice. Can you win 3 times? There's a lot of people in Pittsburgh, and a lot of them still have their hair. Not all of them are bald. So I'm up against a large segment of the population. It's 100,000 people or more, right? Probably a lot more. Might be hard. Hey, Root Man, how you going? Am I a DVD VHS guy or are you a Netflix guy? I boycott Netflix. Someday we'll tell you why. We'll tell you the story, but I'm not going to go into that now. That would take a while. And it's we're almost done for today, so we'll talk about that some other time. If I could choose one, what year would I go back to? Wow. Oh boy, what year would I go back to? That's tough. What was a good year? I don't know. It's a hard one. Real hard. Trying to think of a year where maybe I didn't get picked on as much. Things weren't as tough for me, and I still had a lot of fun. Maybe 83 was a real good year. Maybe 83. I don't know. It's hard to say. Have I ever been in a fight? I was on the receiving end, getting sometimes, but I wasn't a fighter. I was a very tiny kid. There was no way I could have fought anybody. If you mean more recently, the closest I ever got into a fight was at a concert. It was at a Shonen Knife concert. Some guy decided to have a mosh pit all by himself. He was just slamming dancing and bumping into people, and he hit me really hard in the chest. And I had a broken rib or something, or a sprained rib not that long before that, and he kind of reopened it. You know, it really hurt for a long while after that because he bumped into me, and I got really angry at the guy. I was like right up to him, and I put my middle finger in his face because I was so mad at this guy. And he was really drunk though. He didn't even know where he was, I don't think. And one of the bouncers like grabbed him and pulled him aside. And, you know, eventually he quit bumping into everybody. That's probably the closest I ever got to getting into a fight. There was no fight other than me getting a rib sprained again. Do you think things have gotten better or worse in 2018? Well, I mean, it depends on how you look at it, I guess. I mean, there are things that are definitely worse, and there are things that are easier. There's ways that life is easier. I mean, you always have to look back at other years. There's a lot of convenience in the world now that we didn't have when I was a kid. Things are a lot easier in a lot of ways, and I think that it's easy to say, "Oh, things are worse now," but a lot of those things. I mean, would you like to have to go back to doing a lot of those things the way we did them? It wasn't that much fun. So I don't know, and I certainly wouldn't be talking to you right now if we didn't have the internet. So that's the good thing about it. Here's a question. Hunter Workman, do you smoke weed? I've never even smoked a cigarette. I've never even smoked a cigarette. There's your answer. I've never smoked anything or done any drugs of any kind. Well, Niffer just yelled caffeine, but I've, if you want to look at caffeine and alcohol as drugs, you can. We're not talking about those kind of drugs, though, here. That's not what I'm talking about. What are some of your favorite modern day bands? Well, I mean, I don't listen to a lot of modern day music by choice, not because I wouldn't appreciate a lot of it, which I do. I do like a lot of new music that I hear, and I do hear a lot of it at work. I'm still trying to catch up on all the older music that I missed. If you watch my thrift store hauls, you'll see that I've got buying a ton of CDs every month, tapes by bands, and I'm listening to those. I'm trying to catch up on all this music I never heard. I was poor, and I still am for most of my life, and I never was able to get a lot of CDs or albums or records or anything, and so I was never really able to hear a lot of music that I wanted to hear. I'm still poor, but now CDs and records and tape are extremely cheap. I can afford them because they're so cheap. So now I'm listening to those, and that's why I don't listen to a lot of new music, because I'm still listening to caught up with the rest of the world. Do you think I'll ever change hairstyle? No, I don't think so. The only way I will change it if it starts losing my hair too much, that it's going to look really bad like this, then I'll have to change it. Hopefully that won't be for a while. I'm happy with this haircut. It suits me very well. So it's all free on the net. A lot of it is. I would still rather, there's Niffer in the background. I would still rather listen to a CD or a tape or a record than listen to anything on the internet. It's just me, because I'm old school, man. Pot of macaroni, that's right. That's the one. That's the one I consume.
The pooperoni.
Moonzow's in the house. How's it going? Good to see you. True Speaker says hi, Niffer. I'll look like Friar Tuck if I go bald. Mm-hmm. That's very, very possible. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Nice tattoo. I think they're talking to you, Niffer. Jaden Kindler, do I have a girlfriend? You're looking at her right now.
Is the gear?
I think that's the one they're talking about. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Goonies fan, how's it going? In the house. Good to see you. Italian Stalin. Italian Stalin? Is that how you pronounce it? Is that her real name? Sure. I look like Kurt Cobain if he was in the Beatles. I never heard that one before. All right. There's a new one every time. Do you think I'd change if I had a lot of money? I don't think so. Because I'll tell you one thing. If I had, what's a lot of money? If I had a lot of money, then I would save it up enough that I would not have to go back to my job. I would be able to live on that money. I wouldn't just go out and spend it all. So that would be the big change. Then I'd have more time to make videos and create art and make songs. I don't have that right now. That's why I'm making I don't even have a video to put up this week. That's why I'm live streaming, everybody, because I don't have a video to put up this week. I didn't have time to make one. So, but that's the way it is when you got to work, right? Trent Davis, how's it going? Somebody asked, what's this channel about? I can't answer that. Just watch some of the other videos on it. That's the only way you're going to find out. That can't be answered in words alone. What is your career? This is my career right here. This is my destiny. What I'm doing on YouTube, my music, my archiving. This is what I'm going to be known for, and this is what I'm going to, when I die, this is what I'm going to be known for. That's my career. I still have to work at my job to make enough money to pay the bills every month. Am I getting a haircut tomorrow? I'm getting a haircut tomorrow from my mom, as always. It's not going to be a big haircut. She's going to cut a little bit off. Got to look nice for these film festivals I'm going to next couple of weeks. Happy console gamers here. How's it going? You got a lot of people who is, some people were 2 in 1985. Some people were negative 21 in 1985. What's my job? I would Spencer Gifts at the mall. It's nice known as Spencer's. You know, the trend store. They sell all the cool internet related stuff nowadays. Stuff that you see in memes. Do more stream? Well, we'll do that. Grow what out? My hair? My hair is starting to thin out. It doesn't look this good as it gets. If it gets any longer than this, it starts to look really bad. We're not growing anything out. This is it. Am I excited? Somebody's asking if I'm Johnny Tong was if I'm excited for Wonder Woman 1984. I don't know what that is. Is that a movie that's coming out? I don't know. I can't keep up with everything going on. Too much going on in my life. I just can't keep up with everything that's happening in the outside world. I try. Do they still sell naughty stuff in the back of Spencer's? More than ever. Take a trip down there one of these days. You won't believe it. I wasn't in Spencer's a lot in the 80s. I was, but I don't remember it very well. Somebody said there that I missed it. Who it was? It goes by so fast. But somebody said that they used to have cool Halloween masks in the back of Spencer's all year round. We don't even really get Halloween masks at Halloween in Spencer's anymore. Does Niffer have anything she likes to collect? Probably the same thing that I like to collect. Checks made out to me. In that case, made out to her. Niffer collects a lot of things. Crystals mostly. Let's see, I'll show you one of her crystals here. There's one. Maybe we can get her to video one of these days and show you some of her crystals. If she'd like to do that. Spencer's has been around for 70 years now. 70 years it's been around. It's a long time. Do I want to travel back in time to see my younger self? Wouldn't that be like, isn't that one of those things where like you don't exist anymore? If you meet your younger self or something like that. I don't know how that works. I don't think, you can really go back and tell, if you could go back and tell yourself, oh, do this and don't do that. I believe your life has to unfold a certain way for you to grow and learn, for you to acquire wisdom. I wouldn't be who I am today or have the understanding of life that I have if I had not made the choices I made. So it's probably best to just have made the choices you made and live life you made the way you lived it and not look back and regret everything because that's who makes you who you are. I think that's important. Do they still have the thing you squeeze and their eyes pop out at Spencer's? No, we don't have that, whatever it is. Claire Keeley wants to know if I got her package. Yeah, I got it yesterday. Thank you, Claire. We'll unbox that one of these days soon when we get it caught up. What is the best time travel movie? Boy, that's a tough one. Because there's so many, and I can't think of them all right now. So it's a bit of an issue. I can tell you I really like Time Bandits a lot. That's a really fun movie to watch. Did I make any Van Halen videos back in the 80s? I sure did. I made one for Hot for Teacher. I made one for Jump. I made one for Oh Pretty Woman. I made one for Panama. I think those are all on YouTube. You could watch all of those. I made other ones too. Beautiful Girls. Why Can't This Be Love was one I made. DOA was another one. That one's on YouTube. You could watch all of those. Just type in Weird Paul in the title. They should come right up. I think The Dead wasn't as bad as it could have been. Well, yeah, I mean, of course it could have been worse. I mean, Day of the Dead's not a terrible movie. It's obviously Dawn of the Dead is such an amazing movie that it's hard for the next movie would it even be able to be that good, especially because they just didn't have the money. The money wasn't there. They could have had even less money. Then it might have been a little worse off than it is. It's not. It's an okay movie though. It could be worse certainly. I think somebody, did I make any Prince videos? I did, but you can't see those on YouTube, and the reason is Prince has blocked everything. You try to upload anything with a Prince song in it, it gets blocked. You won't be able to watch it. But I did. I made one for made one for Delirious. I remember making those. Niffer's holding up a crab out the window there. But I don't know. You can't see that, so I don't know why she's trying to show me that. We got a few minutes left. Hannah Stout, how's it going? I look away for a minute, and then I don't know what any of the questions are. You can put Prince stuff up now? I'll look into it, but I don't know if that's true. I mean, I noticed that Prince's estate did put his music videos up. So I know they at least have that, but I'm not sure if you can put up his stuff without it getting blocked. I'll check it out, and I will. Dean Jones, is that your real hair? Everybody can let that guy know the answer down there in the comments, because I'm not going to answer that. Did Weird Al ever do a Prince parody? Well, you know, Weird Al wanted to do the Purple Rain polka. It was going to be all the songs on Purple Rain in a polka style, but Prince wouldn't allow him to do it. I don't know if Weird Al ever wanted to parody any of Prince's songs other than doing that, but Prince would never give him permission to do it. Thank you, Anthony Lloyd. So, yeah, see, somebody's talking about the Prince songs thing getting blocked. Maybe now that he's dead, I'll see if you can do it, but I don't know if you can. I did see your message about Mrs. Petrosky, and I did reply to you. Maybe you left the room when I said it, but no relation, but that's still a rare name. Dean Jones wants to know if I ever farted. This guy, I'm not answering any of his questions. His questions are ridiculous. Okay. That's funny. My hair is a separate person. I wish it was paid a salary. If my hair could be paid a salary and I could live on my hair's salary, then that would be awesome. No problem, you got disconnected, but I got you. He parodied what? I don't know what that is, what you wrote there. You got a few more minutes. How much would I pay my hair if it's time? I'm not paying my hair anything. Somebody else has to pay my hair. All right? So ask them. He parodied the Doves Cry video. Oh, yeah, he did that little bit of the Doves Cry video in whatever video it was. I don't remember what that was. He did do that. That's right. I forgot about that. Burning Man, never been there. No interest. That's not something I have any interest in. Have I ever heard of the PC game Freedom? Never heard of it. Do I have any Beatles records? A lot of records. Most of the early ones. And most of their later ones as well. I'm missing a few of their main releases, but I have most of them. Shave my hair for donations. That's hilarious, dude. That's gonna happen. Would never do that. There's probably zero chance I will ever shave my hair for any reason, no matter what. Not even for $1 million. I don't have any pets. I like cats, but Niffer's allergic, so I don't have any. I do like Guar. We answered that in one of the Q&A videos on my channel. Check those out. Weird Paul Q&As. They're on the front of my playlists page. See, I hate how this chat thing goes away for me all the time, and then I can't see it. Shave my face or my hair. I'm not going to shave either of them. But I have said that when I start looking older, right now I still look pretty good. I'm 47 years old. I'm going to be 48 in a few months. I still look pretty good for 48. Someday when I start looking a little more old, you know, a little more my age, I'm going to shave then. I think it'll make me look younger. But not until then. Favorite Ramones album? Well, it's either the first one or Road to Ruin, but which one? They're both really good. Can I perform on my guitar? If I had my amp set up, maybe, but I don't, because we're gonna have to stop here in a few minutes because I'm getting ready to go. I think Niffer and I are gonna go out and go down to the Glitter Box Theater here in Pittsburgh. If you're in Pittsburgh, maybe I'll see you down there. Favorite anime? I like Cutie Honey. That's one of my favorites for sure. The original, the remake. Still in touch with Nick Coletti? Nope, I haven't talked to Nick in a long time. A long time. Years. A couple years probably. Can you do a few lines from Hot Water Heater, please? I have a really sore throat right now, so I'm not gonna do any singing today. Sorry. This Cody guy is killing it, man. Worst commenter in here. What's your favorite cereal? Well, my favorite cereal was always Frosted Rice Krispies. I think I answer that in every live stream, right? Frosted Rice Krispies. I don't know if you can get that anymore. I don't think you can. Boy, it was good. My mom has an amazing basement, somebody says, I think. You're talking about this room? Because this is my house that I live in. It's not my mom's basement. Everyone hit the like button. That's cool. I'm for that. In fact, I'll do it myself. There we go. I guess that doesn't work. You can't hit the like button yourself. Where can you get the shirt with me and my TV set? The Weird Paul shirts are available on my website. That is www.weirdpaul.com. That's where we sell the Weird Paul t-shirts. So check them out. Don't forget to check out my Patreon. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the social medias that you use. So go check me out whatever you use, because I'll be on there. There'll be more fun. Where did I get the Dumb and Dumber hair? You don't get it, dude. You'll have to watch my video about how I do my... You just don't know. These people come in on the live stream who don't know who I am, and they ask the questions that they should know the answers to already before they're watching this. Go watch some of my other videos and then come back to the live stream, all right? That's all I'm going to say. Thank you for following me on Instagram. I appreciate that. I've been getting a lot of followers lately, and it's pretty great that I'm finally getting some. It was really slow for a while. So we're doing good. You got 3X. What's that mean? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Oh, t-shirts. Do I have 3X t-shirts? That's a special order because those cost more to make, but we can make them if you want them. You just got a notification now that I'm live on YouTube. That's great since I'm about to end the video. Isn't that great? Did I ever play Civilization or The Sims? I've never played either of them. Because those started out as PC games, and I had a PC at all. I started out with web TV. I used web TV for a while, for quite a few years. And then I got a Mac in 2005. So, yeah. Well, one Snappy Cube said that they found out about web TV from my web TV video. They didn't know about it before that. That's one reason I like making videos about stuff that I used in the past that it doesn't exist anymore a lot of the times, because I show people what we had back then. You know, a lot of people don't know it. The stuff gets swept under the rug. Nobody knows. Michael Pilmer in the house. How's it going, man? Thanks, Max Suck. That's how you say your last name, I'm assuming. Yeah, go play some Sims and Civilization. I don't even have. All right. Greetings from Massachusetts. Thank you, DC Cataloni. Appreciate that. Did I ever meet Chili Billy Cardill? Never did. I never did. I have an article I cut out of the paper whenever they took Chiller Theater off the air. I think there was an article in the paper about it. I cut that out. I'll have to find out. I'll post it on Instagram. Which camera am I using? I'm using my phone, which is the only thing I own that I can now. My computer's too old to live stream, and my is the only thing I own that I can live stream with. I cannot make videos with this phone because there's no memory on it. There's no free memory on it. So all I can do is live stream with it. Of course, my goal is to get a newer computer that will live stream and then plug my video camera into it so that we can live stream with the analog camera. That's what we want to do. But I'll need money to do that. So I don't have any money to get a camera. All right. I mean, I don't have any money to get a computer. Sorry. Any special plans for Halloween? Special gig? We are doing a special gig. We're planning on it anyway. The Saturday before Halloween here in Pittsburgh, my band and I are going to play all Devo covers. That's the plan at a show. 28th of October, I think it is. So I don't have any other news about it yet, but that's the plan for now. Prakash S wants a shout out, I think. Shout it out. Prakash. Whip it good. I do not have any youth t-shirt sizes. That could be another special order, though. I think we could get those made if somebody wants them. Anyway, that's an hour. We're up here. Oh, that's right. I gotta get that computer, Heather, from Adam. Whenever I give you that lunchbox that I found for you last week. Whenever I give you that Lisa Frank lunchbox, then maybe I can get that computer. We'll see what happens. What's your favorite car? That's an easy one. One that runs. Or maybe a Lamborghini Countach 3000. That's what we always talked about back in the 80s. I don't even know if that's how you say it. We didn't know what we were talking about. I have a Toyota. Works real well. I like it a lot. So, yeah, we'll try to get somebody to record that Devo show for sure, Michael. We're trying to decide what songs to do right now. There's a lot of songs to pick from, right? So, but I think we'll have some fun. Okay, it's an hour. That's when I hit my limit on these. So we're done for today. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I appreciate you watching. And we will do this again soon. We'll pick another month from my life. Maybe September 1984 or September 1989. Who knows? But we will do another one. It'll be fun. So thanks again for watching, everybody. Bye to all you guys. And we'll have the new thrift haul up early next week if everything goes well. So I'll see you then. Thanks, YouTube.